Over the last 7 days, I've taken 275 shots and have actually mastered the power shot technique.
79, that was another good one.
Here's how I did it.
Okay, so this is day one, and you're probably wondering, how is he going to measure the speed? I've bought myself my very own radar. Slightly terrified, I'm going to get about 8 different types of cancer from it. But I will be able to accurately measure the speed of the balls over the 7 days to see if I'm actually improving. And also, I don't just want this to be the balls move at a quicker speed but they don't go on target. The kind of goal as well, it's not just power, it's also accuracy that we're going for here. Shot one, day one of learning how to hit a power shot every time. Okay, that was 71 kilometers per hour. Oh, look where it went.
Surprise, surprise, day one was absolutely awful. But that's okay because I just wanted to get a baseline on day one so I had something to compare to at the end of day 7.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was 57.
So if we look at the stats for day one, I took a total of 45 shots, 16 of those being on target, and the average speed of each shot came out to 74 kilometers an hour, which is not a bad start.
That was 91. 91, that's a new record, I know. I need to get a second camera to record that so you know I'm not lying. But that was 91 kilometers an hour.
But if you look at the shot map for day one, it tells a completely different story.
Oh, Jesus Christ, 69, that was very bad.
These just were not going on target.
68, I kind of hurt my balls there. Ow. Oh, not kind of, I definitely just did. Ah, Jesus Christ.
But day one wasn't all doom and gloom because towards the end of the day I did start to understand the technique a little bit more.
Oh my God, that was 82. Yeah, man, the difference that keeping your chest over the ball makes is absolutely crazy.
And I actually scored a few bangers.
Oh, like that. Holy shit. I think that was a good goal too. Oh my God, that was 89 kilometers an hour. That was an absolute screamer. I never hit with this technique ever. I don't know why. Like just putting my laces through and keeping my chest over the ball. It just seems to be so OP. Oh my God, what a screamer. 83. I'd love to get 100. If I get 100 by the end of this, I'd be so impressed with myself. 80. Okay, right. I think that's enough data collected for today. Yeah, I have some ideas that I might be able to implement for day 2 to make this a little bit more consistent. Okay, it is day 2, and today I have some different tactics. So first off, I am pumping my balls. Straight run up is a huge must. That is necessary for me to hit a good strike. Then also, something that was really weird that I noticed yesterday watching back the footage, the shots where I squeezed my hands really hard, where I was running up to the ball, were just better. They were just stronger, they were more accurate, just a better strike overall. I don't know what that is. So today, just going to see if I can beat my score from yesterday first off. I want to get my average score higher. The accuracy was all over the place yesterday. That was not good enough. That's what we're doing. Will Simon make another masturbation joke? Definitely. Look me in the eyes.
Now immediately on day 2, it was very obvious that the shots were just better.
That was 72, that felt amazing. And the accuracy there, I'd say that was pretty good. 70. Oh my God, that was 81. Yeah, just like that. That was 68. It did feel kind of weak, but the strike was clean. 95! 95! Yeah, following through is a must. That has to happen. Remember I said yesterday that I wanted to get 100 kilometers an hour one? I didn't think that was possible after day 1. It's possible.
So here's what the stats for day 2 are looking like. So out of a total of 49 shots, only 12 went on target, which is only about 24%, which is considerably less than day 1. But my average speed went up by 2 kilometers an hour and my max speed went up by 4 kilometers an hour, which is still improvement. And if we look at the shot maps, there's not that much of a difference between them, if I'm being honest. They're both kind of all over the place.
That was 67. That just was not 67. Like.
I actually learned something pretty huge towards the end of day 2, and the thing that was slowing down my shots most of all was me making contact with the ground before I actually struck the ball.
61. What a goal. How was that so slow? I know how it was slow because I kicked the ground. Just caught the ground with my toes again there. Ah, great goal, but like, you know, that's kind of annoying. Big thing I'm taking away from day 2 is this has to be central. It is not happening from like the wing positions. Like it's not happening from out wide. Also, another thing I really need to prioritize is the connection. That is number 1. Yeah, see you on day 3. And today, I have two things I want to accomplish, or two things I want to test anyways. I want to test the length of my run-ups. Some people take really long run-ups, like Roberto Carlos, for example. He's like one of the strongest shooters of all time, I think. He runs up from so far back.
So long run-ups were actually the first thing I tested.
79. That longer run-up felt nice.
Now the longer run-ups initially did feel better.
Felt like I had more time to prepare myself for something. Same thing again, just slightly longer run-up.
But the more I did them, the more I kind of realised they were pointless.
Oh, my ankle. What the fuck happened there? The ground just turned into like marshmallow for some reason. That's really annoying. I look like a geriatric there. What happened? I don't even know what happened there. I kicked the fucking ground. Okay, long run-up experiment is now done. That is over with. I think I might be like Darwin Núñez, where if you just give me too much time to think, yeah, you've already lost. And then the other thing is I want to be moving the ball as well, because I'm not just going to be hitting dead balls every time, do you know what I mean? So.
And yeah, as you can imagine, this went just as bad as the long run-ups did.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, 85. That was a quick one at least. I'm getting the power now, but again, I'm not staying over the ball. Ah man, 81, that's so bad. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a few more dead balls, regain some confidence here, because this is getting bad.
So day 3 wasn't just visually bad, but it was also shocking from a statistical point of view. So on day 3, I took 52 shots, which is the most out of any day so far, and only 17 of those were on target, which is about 33%, which is more than day 2, but it's still less than day 1. However, for the third day in a row, we did manage to get a new high speed.
That was 98. Oh, that's a new high score. Yes, new high score 3 days in a row. Come on, that's progress right there, lads.
But if we look at the average speed, I've actually dropped back down to 74, which is the same as day 1.
Yeah,
And then if you combine that with how bad the shot map looks,
77. Oh,
it kind of indicates that I'm not making progress.
man. I'd love to absolutely just boom. This is just a perfect example of progress not being linear. Like if you make progress, it's going to be constant, like up, down, but you're slightly going up over time. But day to day, it doesn't look like that. Yeah, to be honest, I'm going to have to go home and review that footage. I did score 1 or 2 nice ones today, but just way too inconsistent. Like I can't, that is just not good enough, to be honest with you. This has to be the worst day out of 7. If I have a worse day than this, I will be so surprised. But yeah, I need to go home and just review the footage, figure out where I went wrong, and then I can actually try and fix it. Day 4, as you can see, the weather is awful. I'm quite sore, so I'm not too sure on how this is gonna go. 83, 82 actually, that was a good start. That was a nice solid connection.
Day 4 was a huge step up from day 3.
81, I actually have a theory already. I think like actual mechanical power here is not your best friend. 79, yeah, I have it now.
So I took day 4 a little bit slower and stopped trying to put as much power into it as I could and just focused extremely hard on my technique.
That was 77, that one didn't come up.
And this worked really well.
That was 74, that was a weak one. That was 81, but I kicked the ground. Oh!
And as you can see, they started off a little bit slower, but the placement of all these shots was miles better.
80. 82, that was a good one. 79, that was another good one. I'm feeling a lot more accurate today than the last days. Oh lads, what a miserable day. I hope that camera doesn't break being out in the rain.
Now the stats for day 4 absolutely blew my mind when I calculated them.
73. I haven't had a below 70 today, which is actually a good sign.
So due to the weather, we did have slightly less shots today at only 41, but 22 of those were on target, which is about 54%, which is by far the highest out of any days so far. And you're probably thinking the average speed has come down a bit and that's why they're more accurate, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Our average speed was actually the very highest it's been since day 1 at 77 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, come on, bring it on. Bring it on. Wow, that's actually like hailstones.
Now, I was still having a huge problem with me kicking the ground before I was actually hitting the football, and this was making my shots so inconsistent.
76, lads, I don't know what is wrong with me, but I keep kicking the ground, and it's actually really hurting my knee. Like the amount of muck on my boot is just a spoon for dirt now.
So I decided to try and fix it.
84, yeah, I'm trying something different here. I'm gonna try hitting with the side of my boot. 84. Okay, hang on. I might have just figured out something. That was 88. Okay, I was doing this. Wow, I'm actually upset with myself. I was doing this all wrong. Oh my God. That was 81. It's hard to get them to fly straight though. That was also 81. Okay. That was 63 and half the ground came up with me fucking boot. 72. Fuck off.
And not only was the average speeds higher, I could also control where the ball went a lot more. And if we take a look at the shot map for day 4, the consistency is so clear.
Oh no! Oh, for fuck's sake. We're still recording. Okay, lads, that's a wrap for today. The rain is only getting worse and my camera's after fucking breaking. Yeah, I mean, not the worst day technique-wise, but obviously, yeah, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Okay, day 5. Day 4 went really, really well, especially with the accuracy. I think my average speed was higher as well, so I'm just gonna keep doing that, hopefully. 88, that is a brilliant start.
Now on day 5, I really started to figure this out.
That was another 88, wow, that was a brilliant one. That was 92. 79, that was beautiful, that was perfect. 84. 80, okay. 81. Boys, I actually have it unlocked now. I've actually figured it out. That was 87, come on. That was 88, that one moved a lot, I think. That was 91. That was 95. Like, the speeds are considerably higher than the last few days, but my accuracy actually isn't that bad, which is good. That was 90. If that was perfect, that was the textbook technique right there. 99. No, I don't know if you can see that. 99. 1 off 100. No. Oh my God. I think I might have broke the radar with that. Like dropping it. No, I didn't. 99. Oh my God.
So on day 5, I pretty much had this mastered, and the stats tell a similar story. On day 5, I had a total of 42 shots, with 16 of those on target, which is about 38%, which is slightly less than day 4, but when you look at the shot map for day 5, you can see that these were only slightly missing. And then if you want to talk speeds for day 5, we're talking a whole different level. So not only did I set my fastest time so far at 99 kilometers an hour, the average speed was 85 kilometers an hour, which when I started this challenge, I actually didn't think was possible for me to do. And believe it or not, it was one simple change that made this huge difference.
I will say, lads, I have stopped kicking the ground, finally. I think I was having my foot too like that. So I've just opened it up just the tiniest amount and it stopped my toes catching on the ground. Day 5 done, considerably stronger today. Accuracy wasn't too bad. I am actually quite excited for day 7. I feel like there's going to be a very, very big contrast. See you on day 7, 2 more days to go.
Now, day 6 is where things take a turn for the worse.
Few things. 1, it is absolutely freezing. 2, I am basically running on 0 sleep. But one positive is I got new boots. I got no boots on my feet. Who knows, maybe today is the day I'll get my 100 kilometer per hour goal. Yeah, time to just refine what I've already learned, I think. I think I kind of have it now, so just kind of getting that pattern down as many times as I can.
So like I said, the technique was already learned. All I had to do at this point was show up and take some shots.
70. Okay, I've had to move ends because every time I put my foot in the ground down there, it was literally just going. So we're back up here.
And to be honest, I got off to a great start.
75, that was a good goal. That was 90. Yeah, lads, I'm gonna hit some hard ones today, I know it. 88, we have it. 91, that is it. That right there is the technique. I actually have it now. That was 91, okay. 91. There we go.
But then something that I had been fearing for the previous 5 days had finally come to fruition.
Oh, that was so bad. Oh my God, that actually ow. Oh, that really hurt. Destroying my body here. This is stupid. Oh, ow, that hurts so bad. Groin is very tired. So I might just do like 4 more. Oh, everything's kind of sore, yeah. Back is kind of sore though. Ah. Oh, my back. That one hurt my back though. Some of them really hurt my back. Oh, Jesus Christ, my back. 92. Oh! Okay. Oh, no, I can't do a few more, can I? Maybe. Man, this is heartbreaking. I'm just getting into a rhythm. I think my right hip is giving up. Ah, for crying out loud. Nah, Jesus Christ, even walking is sore. Ow. I think it's the style of shot. I don't think it's realistic to be able to come out here and take like 50 shots as hard as possible every single day. You know, this is heartbreaking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it quits for today. I can't. Like even right now it's in pain just standing here, let alone when I'm kicking it or running or anything. So see you for day 7 tomorrow, hopefully. Yay. Fuck my fucking life. So day 7 never came because Simon actually died. Joke's on you, I'm actually alive, but I am still injured. So I think I might have like an acute repetitive use injury because it's just over a week since day 6 and my hip and the surrounding area is still very sore. But I'm actually okay with that because I do still think that I mastered this technique to the best of my abilities. I've decided to put everything that I've learned over the past week into a step-by-step guide to help you streamline your process to learn the power shot technique as well. So first off is your run-up. I found out that the sweet spot for me was about 7 steps away from the ball at about a 60 to 70 degree angle. So not a straight run-up, but not too curved either, because if you go to kind of the side of the ball, you end up curling them too much and don't get as much power. And if you go straight on, I found it was really hard to get a proper connection on the ball. And then next up is arguably the most important step of this technique, and it's your foot placement. So when I started this week, I was trying to keep my foot as straight as possible, but quickly found out that that was not the right thing to do at all. I kicked the ground again. So you want to open up your foot a little bit, but not too much, because you open up too much, you start to kind of whip them, and honestly you get a bit of a knuckle effect. And although that is a good technique, you lose way too much power. That was 59, yeah. So instead I just open it up the tiniest amount and keep my ankle as locked as possible. Now where you actually make connection with the ball is also really important. I personally found that trying to hit the ball as dead in the center as possible just worked best for me. If I hit it above that center line, it tended to knock it off the ground at all. And if I hit anywhere below it, they would just end up in the sky. Oh, Jesus Christ. So as center on the ball as you can get it. Now next up is your follow through, and I think this is what changes it kind of from a knuckle technique to a power shot technique. So on a knuckleball technique, you tend to pull your foot back as to not apply any spin to the ball at all. And although that does make for a cool looking shot type and a cool technique, it loses you tons of power. And I felt the more I followed through the ball, like literally driving my foot as hard as I can and following all the way through, I actually think that's what made the difference going from kind of the mid 70s to the mid 80s on my average speed throughout this challenge. A very good indicator that I was doing this step right for me was my left foot coming off the ground. I was following through that hard and with that much power that my left leg literally could not stay on the ground. And then last but not least, I was over exaggerating my arm movement as much as possible to just try and generate that extra little bit of power. Like if you think about it, if you were to start sprinting and you were sprinting without your arms, you would run a lot slower. It's kind of the same principle here. That over exaggeration of your arm just kind of helps get that extra few percents of power in there. That's kind of everything. If you like this video, you'll love this one, and if this helped you in any way, please consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you whenever I see you. Good luck.